I know it's going to be fabulous. Please give it up. Our next performer has their master's degree from Silly Goose University. Knows every word to the Muppets Christmas Carol, and has their debut poetry book coming out in 2024 called Just Another Dead Daughter, which is definitely not sad or anything. Please welcome to the stage, Allison Price.
My family loves 3 things: each other, Jesus, and lasagna for Christmas dinner. Lasagna has been the tradition in my family for as long as I can remember, which is convenient because I hate lasagna. But this squishy spaghetti cake is something that my family stands by. And so each year at the kids' table, I'm eating sides of bread. Because sometimes love means going hungry. And we love each other more than any family. We love each other enough to like each other. We like each other so much that in the 90-degree heat of Eastern Washington, in my dad's AC-less van when I was 8 years old, he surprised me with a box of 32 ice cream sandwiches. There was only one problem. How could something so sweet survive in a hot, airless metal box? And as my dad realized the impossible, he looked at me and said, "We have to eat all of these." Right now. Because for my dad, nothing is impossible. He used to tell me and my sisters that all the time. You can do anything you set your mind to. So in his AC-less blue van in the 90-degree heat, we raced to see who could eat the most ice cream sandwiches. Except I was small. And I couldn't keep up. Covered in chocolate as we drove home, I sat there holding the melted ice cream I never could finish, no matter how hard I tried. My dad never yelled, and I never cried. He saw how hard I tried and said that he'd love me even if some ice cream had to melt. Because we're tight. We're an immovable force, the kind of loving family that would kill anything that might try to hurt one of their own. Even as a kid, when I was battling the invisible forces of anxiety, my mom was not going to let that stop me from experiencing life. One night, she scooped me up and took me over to Idaho College to see a production of West Side Story. It was in that room, the second I heard that overture, that I felt brave for the first time in my little life. My mom gave me that. And after the show, as we left singing the songs and laughing, I knew that this was someone who was never going to leave me. Even when the scary voices in my head said that she might if she ever got to know what was deep inside. Because I was a small kid with a big secret to hide. If there was a house, I was the dad. If there was a castle, I was the knight. If there was a song, I was the boy. If there was a chance, I was the person I knew they'd never let me be. I lived the life I wanted within the folds of my imagination. In a club for penguins and me. So when I finally came out, and my mom told me I had died, I learned that the love I thought I had no longer applied. Now my secret was out, and this undercover club penguin boyfriend had to go, because much like our Christmas dinner, there are conditions to getting to sit at the table. So maybe it's my fault, because I got the order wrong. Okay, we're gonna try this again. My family loves 3 things: Jesus, each other, and lasagna for Christmas dinner. And Jesus says that the love I have is a sin. so that must mean that there's no place for me at the inn. It no longer matters that there was this man who died for this imaginary sin, or all those times my sister and I would fight over who got to be crucified as we put on plays about the Bible in our basement. Never knowing that it was always going to be me as the winner, even after we grew up. All they see is me in a past tense. My name now synonymous with the word gay, and that word is something they won't stomach, so instead they choose to tuck it away. Where I place my love is that tall person that sits in front of you at the movie. My love is the smell of burnt eggs that no one was watching close enough to catch. My love is the polite smile you give when you lie. I'm a shadow that haunts someone with so much potential. Any good I do now has an asterisk, because this goodness was manufactured from sin and they're allergic, so they'd rather not let me in. Do you know I bake? Do you know I think the Bee Movie is a work of art? Do you know that I have friends? Do you know that I've been in love? Do you know that I'm still scared of ants? Do you know that I have over 10 tattoos? Do you know that I wish I could fly? And do you know that when you tell me you love me, I cry? They don't either. Because to know me means having to see something because to know me means having to see that something beautiful can come from something they've chosen is bad. My dad says to buy into my love is a bad investment. My mom calls to say that my lifestyle has to behave or the kids will think that living this way is okay. For years, I've been filling up on bread, trying to keep a love that was never what it meant. But I'm family, so they're required to treat me this way because this is what it means to be in a family that loves you. Now the bread is gone, and either I come home and eat the thing I hate or it's best for me to stay away. Okay, let's try this again. My family loves 3 things: lasagna for Christmas dinner, Jesus, and each other. And trust me when I say I have tried every lasagna under the sun. Vegan, all cheese, all meat, homemade, frozen, all of it. I've done my best to close my eyes and imagine that this thing my family stands by is something I can stomach. I've tried the boys, the makeup, the pronouns, the hairstyles, the Bible studies, the rejection, the submission, and still, I can't stomach it. But if you're not eating lasagna, you're not at the table. And I'm getting tired of only having bread every time I go home. Oh, I get it. Okay, one last time. My family loves 3 things, and I'm not one of them. They believe Jesus rose from the dead in 3 days. It's been 5 years and I'm still rotting in their tomb. Now with short hair and men's jeans, the disease of being me means that I'm the one gift they don't want under the tree. And come Christmas Day, when they open gifts and sing praise, I'm left inside wondering, when will be the day that they'll see me and tell me that it's okay to be gay? But it's been years, and there's no more room at the table. And even if there was, I would always go hungry. But this Christmas, I deserve to feel full. I've built my own table, a place where it's okay to be gay, and the family that fills this table loves more than just 3 things. And I'm one of them.
Allison, Price. There's love out there for all of us, y'all. There's love out there for all of us.